Welcome to another video in this ALX software engineering program, and in this video we'll be doing live practice on the 0x0E.c structure type definition. Alright, so without wasting much time, the first thing we need to do is to start to work on the quiz section. But before this, I will assume you have read the project requirement and the project resources. It is very important you cover all of that. So I'm assuming you've covered all of that. So straight ahead, let us go to the quiz section. Before I attempt question 0, please, if this is your first time of coming to my YouTube channel, please ensure you like and subscribe. It actually gives me much motivation to create more video like this. All right, so question 1 says, those two codes do the same thing. Yes, true, of course, they are actually doing the same thing. Sorry, that's question 0. Question 1 says the general syntax for struct declaration in C is this, and which is correct. That is true. Question 2 says you should write documentation for all the structure you create. True. As soon as I write my structure. So you're gonna check these two. You're gonna check this and this. So question 3 says given this code, right, which is this structure. So to set the member y of my variable my point to 99, I can do select all valid answer. All valid answer is this, this, and this. Alright, so that is all for the quiz, and straight away we are going to dive into the task section. So guys, to dive to the task section, you can actually click on these sandboxes. When you click on that, it's going to open a new tab. You can use your web terminal or you can use SFTP, but I prefer to use SSH. So I've copied that and I will just put that on my terminal. It's going to prompt me for a password, which I've copied my password already. I'm going to paste that and enter. All right, so let me increase my window. Okay, yes, I think this is good. All right, so the first thing we want to do is to locate the folder, which is the GitHub repository. You can see this should be what the ALX low level programming, and the directory for this project should be 0x0E. All right, so we need to locate this folder. All right, so I'm going to locate that folder. Okay. Okay, so I am now in the folder, the ALX low level programming. All right, so inside this folder, I want to create a directory, which is the 0x0E structure type dev. And I want to navigate to that directory. Okay, so as usual, the first thing we need to do is to create the readme file, the readme.md file. Okay, and it should not be empty. Okay, so I'll just put the name there and save. So I now have what my readme.md file. Okay, so if we go back to the project page and the first task, okay, which is task 0. So it says define a new type struct of dog, right, with the following elements. So this is what they want us to do. All right, so the name of that file should be what, dog.h. All right, so let me show you what I have here. All right, ALX low level programming 0x0E and dog.h. All right, so you can see we are creating a structure of dog, and you can see we have what the name, we have the age, and we have the owner. You can see this is where we are defining the function. All right, so let me close this. And since we have this, now the next thing we want to do is to test this file. You can see they've given us a file 0-main, and the content of that file is here. So we need to create this file. I'm going to use my vim command to create that file 0-main.c. Okay, so that file has been created, and the next thing I want to do is to test this file, right? So I've already tested mine, but yeah, sometimes you will run into issues when you submit your code and um it's not being checked as good. So you need to use Betty to check that. So if there is no error, it means everything is good. You can see mine, just like mine now, everything is okay. So all right, so the next thing you want to do is to change your file permission for this file 0-main. Okay, you can see the file permission has changed. All right, so the next step is to run the gcc command, and this gcc command is going to generate a file. The name of that file is a. Let me clear my screen for more space. So enter. If there is no error, it means everything is good, and we should see a new file. So now we need to run that new file by doing /a. If we run that, you can see my name is Poppy and I am 3.5. Woof. All right, so let's see what we'll get. Boom, you can see we have the correct answer. So at this stage, you want to do your git add, git commit, git add, git commit, and git push. Okay. All right, so next we are going to the next task, which is task 1. And in this task, it says write a function that initializes a variable of type struct dog. All right. So they've also given us an example, and the solution should be 1-init underscore dog. All right. So let us create that file. So for yours, you can do vim followed by the name of the file 1-init underscore dog.c. So for mine, I'm going to just show you my solution. Okay, level programming language E. Okay, oh sorry about this. This should, I needed to remove that command. All right, so let me show you what I have. All right, so this is my available solution. Now you can see. So you can see this is simple. So if the pointer right is null, we don't just want to do anything. We just want to stop the code. But if something exists, we want to do this. So that's very simple. So I'm going to clear my screen, and we want to test that file. So to test that file, we need to create the file 1-main.c. Okay, so I'm going to copy the content of the test file they're giving us, and I'm going to create that file 1-main.c. Okay, right. So I have tested mine with Betty, so you can test your own solution with Betty. And the next command you should run is the gcc command. Okay, so you want to run the gcc command, copy that, and if there is no error, it means everything is good. Okay, there is no error, so there should be a new file. You can see there's a new file B, right? You can see this is the file, an executable file. So we want to run that file. Yes, and this is the result. My name is Poppy, woof woof and woof. So you can see my name is what, Poppy. I am 3.5. So it shows the solution is correct, and at this stage you want to do your github git commit dash m source. You can write a meaningful message and do your git push. Okay, so I'm not going to push because I've done that already. All right, so next we move to task 2. So task 2, it says write a function that prints a struct dog. Okay, um so this is the prototype. However, we don't need to create a prototype for this like we used to do in our previous project. So they've already given us that already. It's not mandatory. So it says you are not allowed to use a standard library if an element of D is null, print nil, which is nil, instead of this element. So if name is null, print name is nil. If D is null, print nothing. Alright, so the solution should be in 2 dash print dog. Alright, so let us get that. You can use your own command, which is the vim command, to create your own file. So I want to show you my own solution. Yes, let me clear my screen. So the name of the file is 1 dash let me be sure. Okay, print dog. Okay, okay, sorry, it's actually 2 dash print dog. Okay, print dog. Okay, dot c. All right, so I now have my file here, which is 2 dash print dog. So for this, right, I'm gonna open that file. Okay, so basically you can see this is the function, and if d is 0, right, we just want to break the code and return. So if the name is 0, right, so what we are doing here is what, print nil as instructed from the tax question. So this is like else if, so we're checking just like they said here. We should print nil, name and everything. So basically that is that. So I'm going to save, um yes, the test file. So in this test file we are giving 2 dash main. This is the file. So we need to create that file. I'm going to copy that file and vim command 2 dash main dot c, put in the content and save. So when we save, we need to change the file permission. So I'm just going to change the file permission for everything. So the next step is to run the gcc command as usual. I'm going to copy this and run, enter. If there is no error, it means everything is okay. So there should be a new file c. There should be a new file what, c. You can see this is the file. This is it. This is the file here. So I believe we need to run that file c, yes, dot slash c, and run. What did we get? So we get name Poppy, age 3.5, owner Bob. So let us see what we get. Okay, yes, so this means the answer is correct. So at this stage you want to do your github git commit, write a meaningful message Okay, and do your git push. And do your git push. So I'm not going to push. Okay, I'm not going to push. Okay, all right. So the we want to move to the next task, which is task 3. And for task 3, it says define a new type dog underscore t as a new name for the type struct dog. All right. So what you want to look at is the name of the file, right? So our solution should be in dog.ish. So they say we should define what a new type. All right, so we want to do that quickly. We want to do that quickly. Okay. Um, so you can use your VIM to create your own solution. What me I am doing is showing you my own solution. All right, so and I have that here. Dog.ish. Okay, so let me open that. So what you're seeing here, this is it. Yes, dog.ish. Okay. We already have the solution before from the first one. So we at the first step, this will not be updated. So now that they ask us to define a new struct, right? So we're going to update this dog.h file. So this file already exists from the tag 0. I just want to draw your attention on that. All right, so I'm going to save and let us see dog.ish. Okay, so we're given a new file 3-main, which is a test file, and this is the content of that file. Okay, ensure you always copy the right thing when you are copying the test file. If you copy wrong, most times I used to do that mistake and it used to result to errors. So let us create that file quickly. 3-main.c and input that content. Okay, so we need a file permission for that file, which is 3-main.c. Okay, so the next thing to do is to run the gcc command. We want to see if everything is okay. If you run the gcc command and there is no error, that means everything is good. So I'm going to press enter, and there should be a new file d. There should be a new file which is d. So what we want to do is to run that file just as you've seen here. We want to run that file dot slash d. Enter. So it says this is the answer, and let us look at what we get. This is the answer, so that means everything is correct. We want to commit, and we want to push. Okay, I'm not going to push. Okay, so next let us go to task 4. So for task 4, it says write a function that creates a new dog. This is the prototype dog underscore t, a new dog. Okay, so you have to store a copy of the name and the owner. Return null if the function fails. All right, so the solution should be in 4-new underscore dog.c. So we need that file. So you can use your VIM to create VIM, then followed by the name of the file to create your own solution. Okay, so but let me show you mine. Okay, let me be sure of the name again. 4-new. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to open my own solution, which is 4-new. All right, so you can see this is the name of the function. So you can see we're doing a while loop here. So in the while loop, we're checking if it exists. So we want to increment the value of I and j. So in this line, we're allocating the memory to to the variable dog. But however, if the memory allocated and if this dog is null, while the memory has been allocated already, all we need to do is to free up that memory and return. All right. So for this part, right, we're allocating a memory again to the dog, right? So we're also checking if the name is null. We just want to free up the memory. So we don't want to use all the memory. Same thing is happening here. That continues, and at the end of everything, we just return the owner and we return what? The dog. Okay, so I am going to save. I'm going to save and I want to change my file permission. Okay, before that, I need to create my test file. So we are given a test file here, which is 4-main. And in this test file, we need to copy this and use the vim command to create that test file. Know the name of the test file, 4-main. So 4-main.c. Okay, the test file has been created and we want to change the file permission. Okay, so the next thing is to run the gcc command, which you've seen here, and if this is successful, the gcc command will generate an executable file, which is enter. It means everything is good, and we need to run the file. So if you run this is what we get. So if we check, you can see this is what we get. That means it's correct. Okay, so I think this is the last one. So we want to work on this. It says write a function that frees dog. Okay, so basically they want us to write a function that frees the memory used by what? A dog. All right, so the solution should be in this file, 5-free dog. Okay, let us get that quickly. Okay, okay, so and I have my own file here. I'm gonna press enter. So what you see is here. So they are passing the pointer of a dog, and you can see only if there is dog, right? So we want to free up the memory. That is all for this. So the next thing is we need to copy the test file. That is if any. Yes, there is a test file, 5-main. And let us look at the ending point. Okay, this is the ending point. So we need to copy this. So now use your vim to create that file. .main.c. .c. Okay. All right. So once we've done with that, we need to change the file permission. Change the file permission for everything. So next, we want to run the gcc command. So I'm going to run this. Let me clear up my screen for more space. So there is no error. It means there is f command. Okay, let me see. Yes, f command. All right, so I am going to run this. Okay, that works. Okay, but we need to run the command with this. So let me copy this and run that command again. So I'm going to run this. And okay, I think the process is still running. Okay, good. Right, so you can see we have the same result. So that shows we have done with this task. And one of your git add git commit -m. Can write a meaningful message. You want to do your git push and come and use the checker. So guys, that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you are a software engineer, ensure you subscribe and like. It give me motivation, and ensure you follow my algorithm series. I'm going to cover the whole algorithm series where I explain and talk in details about algorithm, big O notation, implementation, and the rest. So guys, thank you very much. I will see you in another video.